Pakistan making one change. Jahandad Khan is in for Sufyan Mukim. But right now, South Africans have got themselves in a huddle and they have the advantage. They beat Pakistan. It was a close game and a very good one. Few of the star players missing, but they've got enough in the tank on the bench to make it happen again, South Africa.
So Pakistan have won the toss and they've elected to bat first. So first blood to Pakistan. From that perspective, they need to play well, of course, to level the series. Then tomorrow night, we go to the third and final KFC T20 International at the Wanderers, just up the road. Mohammad Rizwan is out there. He's a wonderful player. Mohammad Rizwan, he was just a little bit slow, and I think everyone would agree with that right at the top when he started batting, and just didn't leave himself enough room right at the end, unfortunately. Need to get a lot of runs, 19 off that last over, and couldn't quite get there. And he's with Saim Ayub, who's a wonderful player, terrific talent, and this is going to be interesting to see how they go on a surface which will come on nicely to the bat. There's a look at Rizwan. A little bit of movement, a little bit of swing away, eased away for one. Rizwan, for Pakistan to have any chance at all in that first one, he had to be there right at the end, and he wasn't quite there right at the very end.
Yeah!
It's a little paddle around the corner. He's played that a few times throughout his career, Mohammad Rizwan. He's got that away easily for four. Second ball, first legitimate ball, because the first was a wide.
Just mentioned that Pakistan may just like this change. He's so good with that shot. Going inside the line of the ball and just tapping it fine for four.
Lost control of that. Could be out. Oh, what a brilliant catch that is. That is outstanding work coming around that boundary. Rassi van der Dussen has taken a blinder. That's happened.
Hazy, you couldn't put his focus out as well, so extremely well done. Rizwan wanting a six, and what a great running catch. Split finger bouncer, it was in the slot, possibly top edging it, and have a look at this athleticism. Brilliant athleticism, stunning effort in the end, diving full length, sliding, skidding, holding on to it, inches from the boundary rope. Early exit for Rizwan, goes after scoring just 11.
That's middle, Baba.
Oh, that's not too far away. Didn't want it to go that fine, but he's got off the mark with a boundary.
Well, he plays that shot extremely well, but this was too close for comfort. Intentional, playing with an angle bat, and inches away from diving keeper. That would have been disastrous had that gone into the gloves. Babar Azam needs a big knock here.
Over number 4. Driving on the up. Has that got through? Yep, that's got through. It's Babar Azam. Babar Azam at his best. 4 overs done, 24 for 1.
Yeah, I mean, he's a superb cover driver. Have a look at this one, just opening the face of the blade to find the gap, and once he beat that fielder at mid-off, it was going to be a 4. Full length dive from Clarkson, not to be.
Oh, that's picked up. That's picked up beautifully. That's gone for 6. That's travelled in the thin air at altitude.
Yeah, he's a great hitter, Saim Ayub, and if he carries on batting like this, it could be difficult for South Africa to keep a tap on him. Usually plays a no-look shot. This time he looked at it, flickered the wrist, and away she went for a gigantic 6. What a great strike.
Oh, that's crunch through the covers this time. That's a fine shot on the up.
Slapped through the offside. Babar Azam enjoyed it. A little bit of width. Is working beautifully with the extra pace. Hitting it on the up. Slapping it past the cover fielder into the fence in no time.
Now pace from... and that is even better. What a shot that is. On the up again. That is magnificent work.
Well, we've been raving about Babar Azam's cover drive. Have a look at this one. This is pretty special. Better than special. Batting like a genius through the offside. Square drive followed by this scintillating, beautiful, graceful cover drive. Balance, execution, perfect.
Oh, down,
Little swing. It's gone through and it's gone for 4.
It wasn't such a bad ball, but on that middle leg stump line, the Yorker length, and Saim Ayub is in such good touches, not going to waste it. Fine fielder up in the circle, and have a look at this execution, beautifully done. He's got a start here, 22 of 19.
It's nicely carved behind point, and there'll be another boundary. Saim Ayub cutting loose on the offside.
Yeah, we're saying he's getting into his work. A little bit of width from Khalim. Saim Ayub standing up tall. I almost feel he's getting used to the bounce here at Supersport Park and just using the angle perfectly. It's a sign of a good player who's playing square on the ground. Find that gap between point and the...
Oh dear, that's a gift. That is a gift to Babar Azam, and it's gone way back. It's over the chalets. And that brings up 11,000 T20 runs for Babar Azam. He's the 11th player to have done so.
That's an absolute monster from Babar Azam. Peter dropping it short. Quick feet rocking back. And well, they're high fault. You have to miss-hit it and it goes for 6. But this has been absolutely creamed over deepwood wicket onto the roof of the nets.
Yeah, just 56 metre drag down. He had almost time just to sit on the back and wait, and then he smashed it away. And see, it clears well over the chalets, and Babar Azam gets another one. Peter has not found his length, and Clarkson's going to head over there and have a word with him. It's been easy pickings for the Pakistan batters. That one short and wide.
Yeah, for me, more the line from Peter. Can't give Babar Azam any width outside the door stump. Yes, a little bit short, but you get that on the stumps. It's a completely different shot, and you got that width. You can just free your hands here. Supersport Park, the ball runs away for another boundary for Pakistan.
Saim Ayub goes in the slog sweep, and he doesn't even move. He's even not watching. It's gone way back again. That is a wonderful strike. We asked if he's got the power to be able to inflict boundaries in the middle overs, and he's showing us he has.
As soon as this ball was hit, Donovan Ferreira turned back and walked to his mark. He knew it was big. Quicker delivery, bowling it flatter in the trajectory. Saim Ayub helping himself. Look at the pose, keeping that head down, 94 metres. That's a monster here at Supersport Park.
Carved away, that's beautifully played. He's just opened the face, and even Gretzky can't cut it off.
Going for the Yorker again is Donovan Ferreira. That wide line, definitely one he was aiming for. Just missing his length on the full side. And Saim just using the pace, open the face. And just slicing and carving that one behind point for another boundary.
That's dragged down, and the placement is perfect. He would have known exactly the field when he got the opportunity. He does not miss out. Places it perfectly.
Yeah, as you said, Polly, a drag down from George Linde. He was so good with his lengths a couple of nights ago. This one, he won't want to watch that one again. Halfway down. And the form that Ayub's in at the moment, he ain't going to miss out on that.
He doesn't want to drop short here, and he does help on his way. George Linde doesn't manage to get around. Some of the players will be looking, saying, well, maybe just launch the body and see if he can scoop it back.
Yeah, good batting again from Saim Ayub. You see how low he gets, potentially lining up the sweep or the slog sweep, but just seeing the length early, you see how low he gets there, just helping it around the corner. It's a very good piece of batting, understanding where the field is.
Side. Slog sweep, and that'll be 50 for Saim Ayub. His first 50 in this T20 international format. His best was 49 against Pakistan. And what an entertaining 54 it's been.
Well, the ball before, there were warning signs for Babar Peter. Saim lining up the sweep shot, potentially the slog.
Given some air that could be taken. It is going to be, yes, comfortable catch for Donovan Ferreira, the man from Durban who was so successful. Keeps the good form going.
The massive wicket for South Africa. Babar Azam was looking so dangerous. And George Linder, it's that man again, giving it a little bit of extra flight. Enticing Baba Azam into the big shot. And not catching it at all, and flat catch for Donovan Ferreira on the boundary. It's a big moment in the game, you feel. Baba Azam was set. And he has to go. Baba Azam goes for
Saying that, Usman Khan will come in and be able to play with a bit of freedom. That's beautifully caressed through the covers. That is a wonderful strike by Saim Ayub to end the over. He moves himself to 60. 110 is the score. 12 overs completed.
a little bit of width from George Linder going across the left-hander. But look at the hands going straight through the line of the ball, finding the angle perfectly on this outfield, and the power he generates from that position. Great shot.
Straight up in the air, taken by Gwenama Parker. Oh, it's a wild swing that, again from Usman. Into the side, Dayan Khalim plays at home, opens the bowling for South Africa, and now he's got a wicket. He's on the board in international cricket.
Another rush job by Usman Khan. That's a real tail-enders kind of a slog. He'd perished playing a similar shot in the first game as well at Durban and didn't learn from that. Gone early in the piece for 3, 114 for 3.
Gone! Leading edge, straight back to Khalim, and he's got 2 on debut.
Early exit for Tayyib, and that is always damaging as far as confidence goes for a young batsman. They're trying to work it away through the leg side, extra bit of bounce, no pace, and a soft dismissal in the end. Pakistan didn't need that. They needed a partnership. Instead they've got another one walking back to the dugout early in the piece. Only got 6, 122 for.
Shot, beautifully played. That's a great start for Irfan.
Irfan is a small sample size, but I think he can bat up the order. He's considered as a finisher, as someone who can hit the ball hard in the last part of the innings, but the way some of the other batsmen have been shaping up in the middle order, I think his number can be up. This was beautifully struck. Hard cut shot.
Yeah, Irfan also only 20. That's a beauty. That's an absolute beauty. With fielders out in the deep, he's able to find the gap. That was aided by a slip. Bretska in the deep slip before he went after that, but it was placed between the fielders and has ended up going for 4.
This great ability to pick up the length early. He's not giving a lot of spin to Saim Ayub to work the leg side field, but he picked up the length early. Look how smartly moved it.
He's cracked that down the ground, and he said that beautifully. That's a fine shot, not quite out of the middle, but he's picked up a boundary early in the over.
Yeah, this is a strategy we saw in the one-day internationals. I mean, the T20 internationals against India, which we weren't convinced about, with having men back up straight at mid-on and mid-off. If you are going to have those fielders up, that cannot be the length. That just is an easy pick for a batter who's on 71, moving now to 75.
A bit short of that time. He's picked that up, and he's put that into the bank. That's a wonderful shot. So there's 10 off 2 in this over. First ball was a wide.
Parker was really good when he bowled from the pavilion and changed the Hennops River and didn't have the best second over, but he did end that over really strong with 2 short pitch deliveries to Ayub, and Ayub actually just ducked underneath him. This time he's gone for the slower ball bouncer Saw the pitch report and Hayes was giving us the meterage.
Full toss, he's picked that up, he's hammered that one into the bank, short boundary, that's gone for 6. What a good shot that is, off a freebie.
Yeah, that's a nice ball to put away, and he's done it in style. Quick look at the square leg umpire just to check how high was that with regards to waist. It doesn't really matter. It's been helped on its way, and when we thought Pakistan were underdone, all of a sudden this over of 21 with a delivery to go means that they're starting to head closer. Current run rate would be 190.
Ayub with that shot has now gone to 88 off 50 balls. Ayub flips that one away. Fast outfield, that's going to go for 4. Takes him now into the 90s, 93.
I like this a lot. I like this a lot. There's a bit of finesse to go with the wonderful stroke play and power that we've seen from Ayub. New bowler returning to the crease, goes for the knuckle delivery, just gets in that position, waits until the ball gets to him, and then just helps it on its way.
Clubbed on the onside, pretty flat that one. That's gone for 6. That's a really good shot.
Really good catch taken in the dugout as well. This has been so important. We saw what a prolific over that last one was, and it's been backed up with another one. 3 legal deliveries completed, 12 from it so far, and this is a real flat bat shot. Didn't really get very high, just cleared the boundary. I think that was the knuckle delivery again. Yeah, 111 kilometers per hour. 7 Halim.
Oh, that struck. That's flat as well. That's gone. That's into the crowd. This partnership's really healthy. 64 off 35 between these two.
Nice strike by Irfan Khan. We weren't sure if they had the hitting power. We don't know some of these new players that have come on tour with them. We weren't overly impressed by Usman and Tahir, but Irfan Khan has now managed to middle one. He's got himself to 21 off 12 exactly. Bishop 64.
Short arm jab that time, and he's picked up a boundary there. Nice shots these. This is really good batting from Khan.
Skyscrapers indeed at the back end. Yeah, 3 wonderful overs with 1 delivery to go. And all of a sudden over 200 is looking a possibility.
Yeah, they got 1 ball to go in this over. 13 from it. 190 on the board. That's flipped away. That's a boundary off the first. Easily put away.
Irfan Khan is doing a wonderful job here for Pakistan. Come to the crease, he kind of found his feet, and then he started to cut loose. 3 4s and 2 maximums. He's striking at 200. In position early, and then adjusts well. Parkman deciding to target the stumps, but the length means...
A little bit leg side. Short arm jab. Is that gone? No. Rassi van der Dossen. He's got good hands. It's the end of a fine knock, end of a partnership, but it's an important wicket.
Tell you what, that was a good strike, Hayes. It just didn't have the trajectory. It was a bit flat, but there was nothing wrong with the power. You talked about the short arm jab. Nice take as well by Rassi van der Dossen. Had to be aware exactly where that boundary cushion was. But he has done his part, Irfan Khan. 30 off 16. Cross seam delivery, going for the Yorker again. He's got the power, kind of just needed to get a little bit more elevation. Van der Dossen exactly aware of where the boundary was, but a good knock by Irfan Khan.
Basafridi's on strike. He's trying to go downtown. He's hit that beautifully. That is a fine shot. Stand and deliver first ball and smack it for 6.
Oh my word, oh my word. To face your first delivery and deal with it in this manner is sensational. This is just sensational. Otniel Bartman would have thought, I'll just slide a little Yorker in. This brings up the 200 as well. And he just opens the face, knows exactly where he wants to hit it. And that has been smashed. As clean a hit as you'll see.
That's gone down to third man. That's going to go for 4. He's not going to get back on strike.
It was actually interesting. I was watching Samoa Europe, and he ran down in desperation, hoping that it would stop somewhere near short of the boundary. When it didn't, he kind of put his hands...
It's a top total this. Slower delivery, wide one, dragged on the onside. It's only going to be a single to finish. That is the end of the innings. That is good batting from Pakistan to get 206 on the board. It is absolutely outstanding work from Saim Ayub.
Stranded at the other end, and therefore couldn't get a ton. Reza Hendricks, experience, been around a long time. And he has Ryan Rickleton as a partner at the other end. And they must give South Africa just inside the tram lines. Chris Morris, what do you think of 200? Gone! A little edge through to the keeper. Ever so gentle the swing, but it's enough to take it away from the middle of the bat. Rickleton on his way.
The perfect delivery to a left-hander. Starting it on the stumps and swinging it away. Rickleton feeling outside of there. You can see it just straightening ever so slightly. And getting the fine edge. It's a good piece of bowling from Janandad. See, he's pumped to that one. South Africa lose their first. Rickleton goes.
Up and over. Intentionally in the air. And it's all the way for 6. What about that for an opening scoring shot? Shot again. Reza Hendricks with a couple of beauties to end the over. South Africa 20.
Knowing that the field is up on the offside, just letting the ball.
Oh, good bumper. Top bumper. Unexpected. And it's done the job. Jahanad with number 2.
That is such a good piece of bowling from Jahandad. He's gone with the slower balls the last 3 deliveries before that. And running in last ball, a quick bumper. Betsky usually good on this one, but rushed. High on the bat and a knee.
Gone for it. He's pacey. And this time around, the pace works against Haris Rao. 6er for Reza Hendricks.
Into position quite quickly was Reza Hendricks. Put a premeditation about that. Advancing. Just helping it along. Yes, a bit of a top edge. He was on it quite early. And with the pace of Ralph.
Shot. He's whacked that. Picked the slower ball and helped it over the ropes for 6 more. 2 in a. Wow. Oh man. Reza Hendricks is dispatched it. 6 runs to bring up 50 for South Africa.
A stand and deliver from Reza Hendricks. The angle coming into the body and just helping it along, using the pace.
Popped up in the air. Has he got enough on it? Yes, he has. Comfortably clears the boundary. Reza Hendricks is playing a little gem of an innings here.
Showing us his striking form. Lifting them so easily. It's a phenomenal hit, this. Have a look at this one. Hitting it on the rise and just a half check, nothing more than that. It wasn't a full-blown drive. Terrific viewing this.
This one runs down and picks it out the middle. Just chips it away. It wasn't massive contact, but good enough to take it all the distance.
Right throughout the day.
Up and away, and it's beautifully played. Does it go the whole way? It does. That's a nice shot to take Reza Hendricks to his 18th T20 international 50. His 3rd against Pakistan.
It is a gem. What a knock.
And middled it. That's into the nets. Over the back. Oh no, it's not. It's actually landed on the roof, but it's still a big hit from Van der Dussen.
Becoming just a wee bit predictable. Haris, another slow ball, and I think Rizwan wanted him to bowl another slow ball. 101 is raised in 10.4 overs. This is cracking stuff from South Africa, matching Pakistan shot for shot. Stood up very nicely, and it was a gigantic 6. Absolutely a monstrous shot.
I agree with you, Ram. Gone for the Yorker, and it's got the same treatment. Not as far back, but just as effective.
It ain't working. Working for South Africa, okay. We're going to have a scintillating great run chase tonight. 100 off 55. And Dusan now getting into the act, full toss and put away brilliantly, easily done.
Yeah, when Van der Dussen decides to go after things, he often just becomes a bit of an
attack. That has been clubbed. What a shot that is. That's 6 runs. That is magnificent stuff from Reza Hendricks.
We have seen some beautiful shots from Reza Hendricks tonight, but that
Abra is met, and that's gone for half a dozen. Again, it's a fine start of the over for South Africa.
And that 6 brings up the 100 partnership between Rassie van der Dussen helping himself over deep and wicket. One would think after the celebrations.
That's a top edge. Third man is up. That's going to run away for 4 runs. I'll take that, South Africa.
A bit of fortune for Reza Hendricks. There's that slower ball that I was talking about from Jahanda. He executed so perfectly, so difficult to pick up.
65 balls. Gone leg side again. Short on jab, and he's hit that for 6. That is just magnificent, and what a fine catch as well. Brilliant grab. One-hander. Maybe a couple of months too early, but it's a great grab and a fine shot. Takes him to 90 now, Reza.
SA20, we call it catch city, Hazy. Picking up the slower ball early does Reza Hendricks, waiting and not looking to overhit. It was just a flick of the wrist. They got all the way over the deep and wicket boundary, straight out the middle of the bat.
One leg side, he smashed that flat, and it's 6 runs, and that is 100. That's his first. It's his first T20 international 100. That has been a sensational knock. He came out tonight looking really determined, and he has hit the ball so cleanly from the moment he arrived. That has 2. Oh, he's hit that even better. That's gone further. That's 6 more. He's dishing up in 6s now. He is smashing Horace Ralph.
He's got a plain to catch now, Hazy. Reza Hendricks again picking up that slower ball. And just using those strong wrists that he's used all night, freeing the hands. And the off-cutter going with it. Another excellent shot from Reza Hendricks. He has hit it so clean tonight.
Reza Hendricks going for another. It's a slower ball. It's up in the air and will be taken. Is this the twist? Pakistan will certainly hope so. But what an innings from Reza Hendricks. Put on a show. 117 from 63. Wonderful manipulation of the ball and use of the pace with his wrists.
Oh, he absolutely destroyed, decimated this bowling attack. And for once, a rarity, not really middling that one. And beautifully middled by Irfan. He's an excellent fielder. He'll raise his bat.
Doesn't quite get that right. That is met by Rassie van der Dussen. Deposits it in the crowd. What a shot for 6. And what a way to bring. Banged away. And it will go over the ropes all the way for 6. Van der Dussen with the winning runs, and South Africa take